Greetings, salutations. Hey, we're back to looking at more films. In this case, we're looking at the film Mystery Men. This was a film directed by Kinka Usher, who didn't really do a lot of films. What was the film about? Well, the film details the story of a team of lesser superheroes with unimpressive powers who are required to save the day from a criminal genius when Champion City's resident superhero gets captured. Oh gosh, I was tongue-tied for a second there. Looking back, yeah, I saw this maybe like in high school, I guess. Maybe I even saw it like when I was really young. I had to say this. Like, this film this was a film, like, the idea of this film had came out today. I can say, although this film has a bit of, of a following now, I think it would have been cool, too, if at the same time it had, still came out at this time. That would have been cool, because, it would have gotten a whole new audience, and such. So each character, each actor, in a way, like, whether it's Stiller, who basically plays a guy who could be tough and all that, from his anger. Hank Azaria plays the Blue Raja, who can throw cutlery. Then William H. Macy plays the Shoveler.
But if you're going to eat cake, you ought to use a fork. You might just as well shovel it in. People who don't close their mouths when they chew make me furious.
Then you have Captain Amazing, who played by Greg Kinnear, who is basically a mixture of like Batman and at the same time a very like self-centered Bruce Wayne, who like say, yeah, I'm awesome kind of deal.
These pants are just a little tight. I don't know if I could throw a kick or jump in them. I got an idea. Rip! It's better. Now I'm free. Now I'm moving. Come on, Batman. Let's get grooving.
I can only look you in the eyes right now.
Sir?
And yeah, basically the entire film, he's the one who causes the problem because he goes like say, gosh darn it, I don't have anyone to fight anymore. So basically he says like say, oh yeah, like say, Casanova Fraser, oh, he was an awesome villain. Let's get him out of jail and all that, because he's up for, to be rehabilitated. So he does that. And in a way, he goes like saying, ha-ha! Let's fight once again, old foe!
I knew you couldn't change.
I knew you'd know that.
Oh, I know that. And I knew you'd know I'd know you knew.
But I didn't. I only knew that you'd know that I knew.
Kind of deal. And yes, Casanova Frankenstein basically just has him knocked out like that.
Gizmo, it's really quite cool.
Yeah? What is it?
Ugh. It's a chloroform deploying portable enticement snare.
Hot dang!
Basically, then it's up to the the crew to try to find a group of other heroes to try to help stop the bad guy, because the city's biggest hero has in a way been taken out, and they gotta figure out what they can do and all that. So yeah, they have at times okay, they're gonna talk to try to figure okay, we need to have hero recruitments and all that stuff.
Hi, I am Pencilhead.
And I am son of Pencilhead.
We erase crime.
2 generations of...
Right. Yes, thank you.
I do it right?
Yeah, I think I like this.
You have Paul Rubens, who plays the Spleen, whose basically superpower is he can cause he farts so strongly that people faint.
Oh dear God. Silent, but deadly.
You also have Carol / Bowler, a superhero with psychic powers, whose bowling ball contains the skull of her father, and anyway, it can move around whichever way it wants, and all that. And then you also have Invisible Boy, played by Kel Mitchell, who is a superhero, but he can only be invisible when no one's looking. Which I'm gonna say, yes, it has a great little moment near the end when he's like saying, "No one look at me, no one look at me. I did it!" And then like everyone goes like say, "Huh? You did it?" And then they say, "Oh, yeah." I do have to say that, like, you know, it would have been like, say, I would have had to make a joke, saying like when the crew is trying to, you know, like get all the recruits and all that stuff, I would like say, "Hey, let me join. I'll be the little transformer," or something like that. Like, and then they have like Wes Studi as the Phoenix, as the Sphinx. Yeah, who talks a lot in, like, you know, quotes and all that.
That's not practicing. That's group hugging. We should be busting in on Casanova right now.
He who questions training only trains himself at asking questions.
What?
And then you also have the character of Tom Watts, who, as Dr. Heller. He basically makes weapons for the crew, and the thing about it though is some of them are pretty, like, you know, when people like say, "Okay, this is ridiculous." And I kind of like the personal journey for the character of Roy, or Mr. Furious, in that, yeah, he feels self-conscious in the fact, you know, he, like, you know, like everyone else has, like, you know, a shovel, the cutleries, and all that stuff, which is like he goes like, "Rah!" and all that, and then suddenly he's able to move things and all that. And yeah, I'd say, like, you know, he's coming to grips with who he is as a hero, like, you know, using that adrenaline, I suppose. I do. One of the things that the near the end of the film, they are trying to like stop the, you know, the Casanova and all that. So they, you know, basically they're able to stop him and all that.
Frack you later, Franken puss.
But one thing I didn't realize as rewatching this film again, the song All Star from Smash Mouth used 2 times in this film. Like, it's used at one time, like during the superhero montage, and at the end of the film. But then again, it seemed like films back in the like late 90s and 2000s, this was every film, like, you know, studio, you know, like film executives' favorite film to use, because everybody knew it. It would work with any scene, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. What's your thoughts on this film? I don't know, that there's one thing that I didn't really think about until later, was that, you know, no one really likes to use guns in this film, which is surprising, I guess, since it's, you know, like, kind of trying to be a comic book.
You copied me! Did not, liar!
Now, ladies, now let's play nicely.
Film and all that, but yeah, not too bad, not alright of a film, I'd say.